White is like it's so much better than black. I'm
Welcome back into the pod. Today is another episode. We are here with editor Ibs.
Hi guys, I'm back. Woo! Hope you missed me.
But so today we are going to talk about a little bit of season 4B stuff, which if you guys have not heard around the server, which is what originally season 5 was, but it got condensed down into one thing. And so we were sitting here trying to get some podcast idea topics. We sat here for about 30 minutes, hit our heads against the wall, nothing sticks. I'm like, okay, co-pilot, save me here. And this is going to be a question for Ibs as the season 3 champion. He knows the best. Co-pilot wants us to look at the abilities that broke the bracket. And so we're going to start off with Magic Bounce. What is so good about that in Metronome?
So I wouldn't say I know the best. I wouldn't say that whatsoever.
But you're a champion though.
But I am the champion, so I definitely have like stakes here. Magic Bounce is a very situational ability, I will say. However, when it works, it's huge. For anyone that doesn't know what Magic Bounce does, it oh, what does it do? Like I know what it does, I just can't put it into words.
So the season 3 champion does not know what Magic Bounce does.
I know what it does, I just can't word it. Give me a moment. Okay,
Huge.
Magic Bounce is an ability that reflects status changing moves back at your opponent. So, for example, if they try to hit you with a toxic, instead of it toxicking you, it sends it back at them, so they get badly toxic. Same with like field effects, such as stealth rocks, hazards is the word I was looking for. So, like stealth rocks, sticky webs, for example. That's why I say it's very situational in this format, because it's never a guarantee you are going to get those moves. However, if you have a Magic Bounce Pokemon out and you get hit by one of those moves, which again is I must stress is not likely to happen. But if it does happen, you're like in a really good spot.
Great analysis there on that one, Ibs. Next, we're gonna move into the second one he came up with was Sturdy. Tell me why it's so broken.
I don't know if I can like even pretend that Sturdy is good in this format. Like I won't sit here and say it's bad, but again, you're never going to guarantee what moves you're going to get hit by. If you don't get OHKO'd by a move, which again, it's very unlikely for that to happen. If a move doesn't do enough to just one hit you, you're playing with no ability. And in this format, where you can't control your moves, your ability is like one of the most important things. So to like have an ability that doesn't work a lot of the time is just kind of not great. When it does work, it's again, same with Magic Bounce. When it works, it's really good. It's just so situational that you would rather run anything else almost always.
Speaking of anything you want to run over it, the last thing Copilot said is a broken ability metronome is Prankster. Explain to me why it's so good, Ibs.
Oh, I think I am the best person to tell you why Prankster is so good.
Go ahead.
So, as a certified Prankster fan, I ran Prankster Grimstyle in season two, and that thing was it was. Like on paper, you see Prankster, you see Metronome, you see it's a status move. You say, oh, Prankster gives +1 priority to every status move. That includes Metronome. Holy shit, this must be the best thing ever. But then you forget, it doesn't work on Dark type Pokemon as of Gen 7, I believe. So when you have an ability that makes a whole type of Pokemon immune to every single move that you have, it's just really not great. I actually won season 3 because Tsunami in the semifinals brought their Prankster Riolu in against my. Admittedly, I was running Prankster at the beginning of season 3, and I changed it like just under halfway through to Super Luck. So I can't really like. I learned my lesson eventually, right? But Prankster, not great. Tsunami only lost because, mind you, I rewatched the battle like half an hour before this recording, and I was getting my shit rocked by Tsunami's team. My Murkrow was the last thing alive, and it just so happened that one of Tsunami's last two Mon was Riolu with Prankster, so it just couldn't hit me. So like Prankster sounds good on paper, don't touch it. I promise you, it's not worth it. Unless you're playing in season 4B, use it. It's really good. Ignore everything I said. Like trust me, it's your best bet. Trust.
That's fair. I'm glad that you're able to spread knowledge about why Prankster is such an amazing ability. So the next thing we are going to touch on, because I thought it was funny because it showed Prankster as one of the best moves, and I'm like, it's literally is Prankster. So that had to be asked. So that's our only AI section of this whole thing. Next, we're gonna move into season 4B talk. As the season is right around the corner, Ibs is defending the throne. He's not one to give the crown up. We're gonna talk through his plans and what he thinks he's gonna do to win it all again.
Cool. I have some plans, first and foremost. I've gone through lots of team building. This is the most prep I've done for a season. Mind you, I had insider knowledge of season 5. Sorry, 4B. I've had insider knowledge for a little bit now, just because I had access to the podcast file before everyone else. So when PB was telling you all about it, he was telling me at the same time. So because of this, I've been working with Chris to like see what works, what doesn't work. And now with season 4B's gimmick being that we have 40 teams, it's made something click in my mind. If you want to draft a Pokemon, 9 times out of 10, you're not drafting that Pokemon. You have to make a substitution.
Substitution type.
Yeah, the greatest type in all of Pokemon, guys. Trust. Run a substitution type on your team today. But back to what I was saying. I love Ferrothorn. I used it in the mini season. It was like one of the top killers in mini season. It was great. Ferroseed in season 3 did me really well. So my first thought was, hey, I want to use Ferroseed. Rough like Iron Barbs with Rocky Helmet would be really good. Because on average it takes around a quarter of your opponent's HP if they hit into you. But then it hit me, right? With 40 people, there's no guarantee I even get to see Ferrothorn. Like, it's very unlikely. So now I'm substituting it with Dradagon. Being honest, when it comes to team building, I've had to be really creative and look at Pokemon that no one wants. So, for example, for my under 400 BST one, I've looked at all the options. I've had really funny ideas. I thought about Battery Charger Bug. Me and we both came to that idea independently, and we both thought it would be good, but it's not great because it's only 30%. It only boosts your special moves by 30%. And again, in this format, you will never guarantee what moves you'll pull in. So for something to boost only special moves is just kind of not great. I also then thought of Cosmoem, and that might be my mon. Like looking at its stat spread, it has no offenses, but really huge defenses. So it can just sit there, like really well. Throw in a Rocky Helmet on that thing, and like I will get longevity out of it. So yeah, again, if I run Cosmo and Dradagon, I get Rough Skin and Rocky Helmet at the exact same time, like in both slots. So either way, I am almost guaranteeing that they take some chip. That's the first core that I've planned. I've now also planned a slight Electric Surge team, but again, like very loosely, because this all stemmed from. Wait, now that I've said this, I'm changing my mind. So this stemmed from me wanting to use Hooper baby form, but I was in call with Widow, and we were talking about how it's good, but like it has no defense stat. And then it hit me, right? Its ability Magician allows it to steal an item from the opponent. So you don't want an item on it. But what if you had it switch in, burn its item immediately, and then steal an item? Then it hit me. The seed items, Electric Seed, Grassy Seed, Misty Seed, and the other seed, the fairy type one. All of those seeds raise either your special defense or physical defense, depending on the seed. And the two seeds that raise defense are Electric Seed and Grassy Seed. So originally I was going to run Pincurchin with Hooper holding the Electric Seed. But now that I'm saying it, if I run Rillaboom with Grassy Terrain, I can get passive healing on the side. But now that I say this, I'm now remembering that more people want Rillaboom than people want Pincurchin. Tell me right now, who in the world is a Pincurchin fan? PB, do you like Pincurchin?
No, but somebody during the one of the interviews for season 4B told me that that was one of their favorite mons, or they talked about it.
Oh no. Because now that throws a whole wrench in my plan. Because the only two electric setters are Tapu Koko and Pincurchin, and the only two grass setters are Rillaboom and Tapu. I mean, I could run Tapu Bulu. Like again, PB, do you know anyone that likes Tapu Bulu? Do you like Tapu Bulu?
Not really. Papal ran it, so that might give it some extra exposure.
I mean, true. And again, it is one of the only grass terrain setters. I mean, it's not the end of the world if I can't get a terrain setter, because Hooper on its own will probably be my first pick, and I can just run that without an item instead of having it like burn the seed. Anyways, back to like the thought process, right?
Yeah.
I now want to run Hooper with one of the seeds to buff its defense, so it has a somewhat workable defense stat. I'm also thinking Reuniclus. Originally, it was going to be my regenerator Pokemon, because we get one healing Pokemon and, you know, Ridiculous, nice special attack, somewhat workable bulk, nice regen. But then I was testing it with Weirdo the other day, and he told me, why don't you give it Life Orb and Magic Guard? So then it gets all the benefits from life and has none of the drawbacks. Because what Magic Guard does is like you can't take any damage unless it's directly inflicted on you. So if you get poisoned, no poison damage. If you get burned, no burn damage. You still get the nerfed attack from the burn, but no like passive damage from that. You don't get hit by Sandstorm. You don't take Life Orb recoil. It's really good. So those are like some basic ideas I have. These are subject to change as the draft draws nearer, and I think more. But those are what I'm thinking of so far.
Yeah, and you also are, airing this out to anybody who wants to listen to it.
Yeah, everyone can like look into my mind. It's not like I'm hiding anything. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
There's not much there, but they can look.
Yeah, you're not wrong. As sad as it is to say, you're really not wrong.
It took you a second, but
Uh, yeah. But yeah, that's some of my early season 4 planning. One idea I will give away for free. If you listening want to take this idea, please do. I don't want it anymore. One of the first things I thought of was own tempo Berserk Gene Perugly because it is the fastest own tempo Pokemon. And it has somewhat workable attack. So you give it own tempo, give it Berserk Gene, double its attack. Okay, cool. But then you have Symbiosis, either Floette or Florges, depending on if you want Floette to be your 400 BST mon. And you have it have the choice band and Symbiosis. And you send them in at the same time. Perugly uses the choice band, uses the Berserk Gene. Symbiosis gives Perugly the choice band. And now you have a 700 and something attack cat.
damage.
Big damage. I will say, maybe don't use it if you don't have like if you're confident with the rest of your team, you can run that. The only issue is you're basically playing a 5v6 from that point onwards. Because after Symbiosis procs, Floette or your Symbiosis Pokemon is not a Pokemon. It doesn't have a working ability anymore because it's just used Symbiosis. It doesn't have an item because it's just used Symbiosis. So it's just sitting there. And again, abilities and items are the most important thing in Metronome League. So to have neither of those is just like you're essentially playing a 5v6, which is really unfortunate. But if you want to take the idea, you, humble listener, if you want to take that, you can have it. It's yours. One thing I will add, no one is allowed to draft Chinchino. I don't want to draft Chinchino. I don't have a use for it. But I am the Cincinnati Chinchinos, and if I have to see one of you draft Chinchino, it's over.
What a threat.
It might be. I know people in this server in high places, and they will find you. But that's me done. If you want to add anything else,
Pokemon. I don't really know. I'm not got anything really to add to it because I'm not doing any team building.
that's fair. Do you have like any expectations going into season 4B?
I feel like it's gonna be really chaotic with the amount of teams we have because we are going from a max of 30 in season 2 to 40. So we're increasing by a lot, and it's almost double what base season 4 was. Part of me
Yeah.
is really anxious to see how planning with all those people are gonna be, especially with the fact we had 21 new people joining us who have never been in the league before. So tons of new faces who don't understand how metronome works, the league, the meta, stuff like that. So just a lot of fresh new faces that I'm interested to
Yeah.
see how they do.
I was gonna say, me personally, I am horrified for like the draft itself. I'll be honest, I've never been able to make it to a draft. I do plan on attending this one. I feel like I'm kind of forced to now, but like behind the scenes work, right?
Yeah, no, yeah, you have to go.
Yeah, like it's in my contract. I have to be there.
He does.
But yeah, I've never made it to like a full draft. I've made it to like part of one. I think I made it to like some of the mini season, but I didn't get to like actually contribute because I had to like go again. With us having 40 people in this league, that draft pool is going to be scary. I know not everyone will make it, but still, that is going to be a really huge like toll.
Yeah. Honestly, I kind of dread the draft. That's the thing I'm least excited for is because we have so many new people and then a lot of people who just might not show up or they give a really bad list of mons they want. You're going to have to let's think
Yeah,
about this. You're going to have probably 40 mons ready to go unless you're picking lots of obscure ones.
yeah.
And then if not, the wheel's going to be out. for random
Oh,
mons.
the wheel's going to be so peak. But like, yeah, with so many people in this draft, I mentioned it before, but you have to get obscure if you want any semblance of a working team. I've made quite a few teams, like drafting wise, and half of these teams impossible to get. Half of them I just cannot use because, again, all the best Pokemon. Like unless you're first seed, you're not guaranteed anything. But even being first seed is really unfortunate because then you have to wait for 40 other picks before you get your other picks.
You get 2 back to back, so you can slowly assemble your team in pairs.
Yeah, that is true.
You can get the best available Mon, who is just gonna be good overall, and then you can just slowly build your team in duos. Of you, so you get your so maybe the first section you go through and you get your regenerator, and then just someone bulky, and then just
Yeah,
slowly build around it and stuff like that. So it's definitely a much better spot to be in than obviously picking 20th, which is gonna be a death sentence to the half the teams that are in the middle. Well, because I mean, 20's not gonna be too bad because it's gonna be the entire middle section. It's gonna be realistically like 12 through 26 is gonna be the sucky sections where nothing good's gonna happen out of it. But with over half the league being stuck in that section, you at least they'll all struggle together.
I will say, if I'm not first seed, PB, I throw. I'm not here.
You definitely won't be getting the first pick, but we'll see.
Like again, if I don't get first pick, I am what can I do? What threat do I have that I can hold over you?
Go ahead, we're ready.
I wanna say I'll stop editing, but like we both know that's not true.
We both know that's not true.
Yeah, I have nothing else to do. I don't know, we'll see. Like after this pod goes live, I will be brainstorming and I will hit you with something.
Okay, yeah, I'll keep that in mind. Well, you said you're gonna throw, but how's it different from any other season?
Hey. I brought this up to you yesterday, I think, but we love to talk about how bad I did season two. And I did really,
Yeah.
really well.
No,
I
it
did
was
really
really
bad. I was
bad.
like the fourth worst team. Yeah, I was like the fourth worst team, I think.
He was the 27 out
Like,
of 30th seed.
yeah. However, I placed above you and above Chris. And I know placing above Chris isn't like a high bar, but I cleared it anyways. So you can't give me that much shit.
I played 1 week and I took a team that sucked and completely rebuilt it and then won 4 games in the losers bracket. You can't say you got
Okay,
over top of
well,
me because I didn't play 90% of the games.
editor, put the final standings on screen right now. Highlight my name, highlight Pokemon brackets, and
I
you can see it.
I think I actually ended up being better because I ended up getting 4 wins in the losers bracket about.
Okay, but individual performance doesn't count. We're talking about final result. The means don't justify the end.
No, the losers bracket wins count on the final total.
Yeah, but like I still placed above you, so
I don't think this is true. I'm gonna look real quick.
no. I looked the other day, like when I was doing the interview. I was doing one of my interviews. I think it was the one with Minerva. Speaking of, shout out Minerva. Hi, Umphy. Woo, love you. That's my girl. I hope she does really well in season 4B. But yeah, during that interview, I think just afterwards, we were talking about how bad I did season two. And I went through the list and I placed above you, I placed above Chris, I placed above one other person.
No, in the final standings, I got 23rd and you got 27th. My team ended up being 7 and 10 after they were 4 and 9 going into the losers bracket, and you ended up being 5 and 10.
Yeah, I was 5 and 10. That was a really bad standing for me. You know, it was a learning experience. We all start from somewhere. Some people are just like naturally gifted at metronome, and some people like have to be beaten into the ground to learn.
Yeah, no, that's true. It's okay, Ibs. You'll do better this time. I mean there is 40 teams and you could get even worse, but let's not think about that.
Also, wait, the standings you showed me have Chris above me. So what the fuck did I look at then? Like, actually, what did I look at? Let me try find it.
Did you even look at anything? No. Chris is in last place in the standings I sent you.
Wait, is he? Oh my god, he's the festive fellas. Oh yeah. Oops. I don't know. In my mind, he's still PC Boris.
Yeah, he placed so high he wasn't even ranked.
This is true.
Poor Ibs.
Also, I missed the old naming system. Like, what do you mean we were allowed to have caffeinated quad size, but now we can't?
You never were, but I just let Error do it.
I like also season one names. Season one names were insane from what I'm looking at.
There are some good games. I think Renegades had the best one.
on the one hand, I do wish I was around for season one, but I just know I'd have been so much. I would not be in this position here if I was in season one.
This is true.
You kind of have to like count your blessings on that one. Like, yeah, I sucked in season two, but that allowed me to be invited for season three instead of season four, which then led to me winning season three, which then had people look at me and be like, "Oh, this guy doesn't suck, actually."
I mean, people probably still think that you do. Just they're just gonna say you got lucky.
I
I
did.
mean, it is metronome.
Wait, no. But yeah, as much as I've been saying that my finals win was luck, after reevaluating the footage, I don't think it was. Because I'll tell the story here. You know what happened. But climatic ending is a 1v1 scenario. My Galarian Meowth versus Wee's, I think, Sinus team? I've got the game up. I can pull it up real quick. But yeah, it's a 1v1 scenario. I pull dive, and that allows me to win because I don't get hit for a turn. I don't get hit for 2 turns. However, the first hit I avoided was Belch, a poison type move, and I was a steel type, so that would have not done anything. And the second move was, I think, Shadow Punch. Oh no, it was against Wheeze Elephant. Yeah, Wheeze Elephant was like 30%. My cat was like 70%. So I probably could have tanked a Shadow Punch, really and truly. It's just that dive was so much more hype. And I gaslit myself into thinking, oh, I needed that dive to win. I don't think I did. But like we take those.
We take those.
In all senses of the word, we take those. We so take those.
Yeah, you won. I mean, how you did doesn't matter. Did you have a bad start to the season? Of course, but like we ignore that.
Oh, I had a horrible start.
I remember I was doing the
I
math.
think I went 0-3 week one.
I was doing the math, and the odds of you making it to the playoffs or even winning at all were like less than 0.1% chance from how you started the season.
And yeah, I did it anyways.
Yeah, somehow.
Yeah. What do you mean somehow? Like I'm awesome, dude. I'm like the greatest to ever do it.
You are not awesome, dude. He is somebody else on the server.
Wait, true. That's copyright infringement. And that's copy infringement because the copy's right there as well. Dude, like, what do you want from me?
You are in some hot water right now, stealing everybody's
Yeah.
game.
Like, we mentioned it last time I was here, but I am trying to become the next PB. So, like, this is not new for me.
He is still trying to do that.
Yeah. Like, he'll give in one day.
I got a buying price. You can pay it. I'll retire right now.
How much? How much right now?
Editor, bleep it out.
Bet. Really? That much? Dude, I don't think I can do that. Like, I want to be PB, don't get me wrong. But for that price, I don't think I can.
Hey, make sure you make it an extra long bleep on it, and then you cut to you saying that, and then you cut this part out.
Bet.
So then they have no clue what the number is, and then
Oh, this episode gonna have like so much more editing than usual.
it is.
Because normally I'm just like clipping stuff. And like you guys normally request like visual edits, which will be like, oh, I'll get to that later when we get to like doing the YouTube videos eventually. But now what we're requesting audio edits?
Yeah.
Dude, this is like above my pay grade.
Editor, can you add in the new soundboard effect we have in the Discord server that Ibs said?
Fuck.
Thank you.
Okay, you need to send me that.
I sent you the video file. You could just cut it down.
Wait, did you?
Yeah, remember that's how you listened to it originally. I said, "Hey, look at this."
Oh, you did. Yeah. You sent me the game. Yep. It's coming back to me now. Yeah, for context, me and PB were like up last night talking, and I joined the call at, I think 11 p.m. and left it at 4 a.m. I think. And like half that call was just PB telling me to go sleep.
And he's like, "I'm gonna play Peggle." So let me watch him play Peggle. He's not good at Peggle.
No, I am like cracked at Peggle. Editor, like put Peggle footage right now.
You just want an excuse to play Peggle as you're editing this. No, that's not gonna work. Veto.
No, please. I need this. I was also playing the fuck ass Deltarune rhythm game. Editor put footage of that and definitely put that there. But I was playing the fuck ass like rhythm game for a bit, and I don't think I should be allowed to play that game because it generally makes my vision blurry after not blurry, but like wonky after a while. I don't think like it's normal. Like I looked up on the internet and Reddit people were like, "Oh yeah, that's just what happens when you haven't played a rhythm game in a while and come back to it."
So you went to the internet for answers about health?
Yeah.
Okay.
Remember, kids, Google is your best friend. If it tells you you're dying, you are dying. Say goodbye.
Make sure you go to WebMD for the most accurate result.
Yeah. You have a rash on your left arm. You have 3 days left to live. It's okay. We can metronome our way through this, gang.
I'm just gonna pull a revival blessing. It's fine. I guess it would help somebody else.
I mean, like, you could pull, like, Luna Dance and then just die on the spot.
Could you imagine life was like a like metronome?
Oh, that would be awesome. Wait, is it Luna Dance or Luna Blessing?
Lunar blessing heals you. I think lunar blessing heals you, and then dance die.
Wait, isn't it the other way around?
I don't know. I just make things up. I don't know.
Yeah, you did make up the substitute title after all.
I didn't make it up. It's a part of Gen 3 that was cut.
Oh wait, no, you're right, my bad. Oh no, you were right. Luna Dance does cause you to faint.
See, I'm just like, well, blessing sounds like a positive.
I didn't know. I didn't think Mr. Brackets had it in him. But guys, Pokemon Brackets knows Pokemon. He knows what he's talking about. Believe it or not.
I know at least 3 Pokemon.
Right now, 3 Pokemon on the spot right now.
Uh, Ditto, Bidoof, Joltik.
Wrong. You didn't mention Lilligant, so like list null and void.
Yeah, no, I'm not talking about a Pokemon I can light on fire with a match. And it's gonna die in front of me.
I could light Joltik on fire with a match. It will
It's
die.
not.
I
He's
could
not
like
made of
point
grass.
at it.
Yeah, most
He's
things
a
will
bug.
die.
Bugs
Yeah,
die to fire.
most things die to fire, but I'm not. He's not made of flammable material.
Yeah, no. He has fur. He's covered in fur. Fur is flammable. I could light that thing on fire.
Proof. Proof.
I'll do it right now. Also, I could breathe on it a bit too hot and it would engulf in
That's
flames.
it. I need you
Right
to
now.
go grab your. I need you to go grab your cat and show us. Prove it.
Oh fuck! You just my cat's outside. Uh-oh. You reminded me. Be back in 30 seconds, guys.
You know what? Ad break.
Ad break.
Hey guys, Bowfling is here to deliver today's ad read. While we wait on Ibs to go get his cat, it would be my honor to tell you about the Greatest Fumblers Bracket, an event being held on PB's Instagram, at Pokemon Brackets. In this event, you will be able to vote for your favorite fumbler in hopes of them making it to finals. As we speak, we've just started the first round with Fumbleape the Infernape versus Fumple the Timple. Make sure to check us out on Instagram to vote for your favorite fumbler today.
Anyway, welcome back to the Animal Cruelty Podcast.
No, I am an awesome cat owner. It just so happened that I forgot one time.
We've been on call for like an hour, and it's night for you. It is 12 p.m. for you right now.
This is lies and slander on my name. It is 10:52.
That is noon, so I didn't even do it right.
Yeah, it's 10:52. It's like close. It's almost 11, gang. So close.
So anyway, so do you have your cat so we can do the experiment?
Rory, come. She's just staring at me.
You see her match light in the background.
Like she's staring at me blankly. Like she knows what I'm gonna do to her. Not that I would ever harm my cat.
So you're proving that you have lit your cat on fire because it knows what you're doing. You leave it outside. I think we're uncovering stuff today.
In my defense about the outside stuff, she cries if we don't let her out. Like especially at these times, she cries to go out, and we just have to tell her no, and then she just cries and cries and then cries. But we can't let her out because it's like night, and she's going to get drunk.
So then you let it out anyway and then forgot it.
Hey, no, I let her out at 10. Those are like okay, because like that's when the sun's still like somewhat out and it's somewhat light. Somewhat. I'm really not helping my case.
You're really not helping your case. You're giving me flashbacks to the lost episode.
What's a lost episode, PB? I've never heard of that.
Oh, yeah. You wouldn't get it. Editor,
Yeah.
throw a little bit of that on screen so that Ibs is forced to watch a tiny bit of it and then make it louder.
So speaking of like lost episodes, we have two, right? We've got the bad take with Bubs, and we've got my lost one.
Well,
I just want to clear up a misconception real quick about the lost one.
okay. I was gonna say the Wubs one's not fully lost because you haven't looked through it yet.
Yeah, but like with our one at least, I know you mentioned on last episode that my audio was quiet. Wrong. It was both of us. We were both inaudible.
I'd listen to it and I could hear us talk.
Could you?
I could hear it, yeah, on my end. It was quiet, but I could hear the talking.
Oh, I couldn't. Maybe I just have to like turn my volume up more or something. I don't know. But
So you went to edit the podcast, didn't have the volume all the way up, and then said, I can't hear it. I'll close it.
No, because like I opened the file you sent me and I just heard no noise.
Yeah, no, there's noise.
I'm also
I thought you just thought it was really quiet, but no. Yeah, you can hear. I can hear you talking.
Okay, but spoilers. No one is ever seeing that, not because of anything that was said, just because I'm not going back to single audio track. You couldn't pay me.
Hey, that makes two of us.
But yeah,
Not getting paid. It's all for the love of the game.
yeah. Fun fact, PB doesn't pay me. Normal people would like be upset and be like, "Oh, I want to be paid," but I'm not normal. If you couldn't tell,
I think they might have a slight hunch.
me, not normal. I don't know whether you'd get that idea. I'm the most normal person you'll ever meet.
Yeah, that checks out.
Okay, no, to be fair, right?
Okay, here we go.
I don't think you can be in a metronome draft league and be a normal person. I think they're mutually exclusive. You're either one or the other.
Yeah, I can see that.
In the nicest way possible to everyone in the server. I want you to pick anyone and tell me how normal they are. You couldn't. At least the people that talk there actively.
I got one. Sylph.
You know, Sylv, you can't be in Sylv's position, right? And be normal. Like again, love the guy to death, but you own you like code for a Pokemon server.
Better to keep that.
Yeah, I'm
Better keep
keeping that. I was going to keep that, don't worry. Oh, I've completely lost my train of thought now.
I don't even
Whoops.
know what you were trying to say originally, so I can't help you.
Yeah. Weeble, new topic of conversation.
So yeah, that I hate him.
Me too. Like, dude, seriously, come on.
Like literally, you're one of the bottom 24 teams in season 4. Like you should be better than that.
Really? Like, you're there.
You were.
Like, dude, this isn't your first rodeo.
I expect more out of you. But anyway, we can move on from bashing him and into Ibs' topic he had prepared for us over the commercial break when Ibs was, strangling this cat offset. He told me he had a great video idea, or not video, sorry, topic idea. So would you explain that to me?
All right, PV, topic for you.
Okay, I'm ready.
People have come to me all over and asked me one specific question. Everyone
Okay.
has asked me the same thing, word for word, bar for bar.
Bar for bar.
When are we seeing Pokemon brackets return to the Metronome Draft League? When are we seeing you return?
So that's a pretty straightforward question. I don't participate in the draft league openly because I run all the behind the scenes things and because of the fact that I don't want it to interfere with like the draft league itself since I have to do the draft. If I was also drafting for myself and had every other team sheet available, I could just pick off good ones I didn't think about or little things like that, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, but like,
So the only two ways I'm in the draft league, I'll say this real quickly, is if somebody drops in the last week of the regular season or if somebody doesn't play their games in time. And I'm thinking about for season 4B to not be the person to play the games for other people because I feel like there might be a lot that need played on Sunday nights.
okay, I hear your concerns. I hear your concerns, and they
Okay.
are valid. However, it would be really funny.
No, it would be. I mean, I think it'd be fun to run the league, especially if I did bad. Everybody could trash me. Like you're literally Pokemon bracket. How do you not know? People already think that, but
Like, you raise a good concern, but oh, if I have everyone else's like drafts, what if I just steal from them?
I could just be good and not
And
steal. But yeah, if I keep that as an excuse, I don't have to play.
yeah, I want you to play, not because I want you in the league specifically, but because I just want. You've been really mean to me about my poor performances in the past. Like, I want to prove that I've grown and changed to you specifically.
No, that's fair. I don't blame you there. If you're to only look at the league, you would think that I played one season and did really bad. But in every single league, I have taken over somebody in the postseason. In season 1, I played for Bal in the losers bracket because he kind of died. And he was also all
Rip.
the way in the Philippines, so it's harder for him to schedule games when everybody in the US is awake when he's
Yeah,
sleeping and stuff. And then in season 2, I took over. It was Server's team I took over because Server had it for the first, I think, 3 or 4 weeks, and then he didn't play a week, so we filled in for him, and then he officially dropped. So I said, you know what? I'll just take over the team for the last week.
fair.
And then me and Wubs brainstormed, and I originally was going to run a Pheasantipity toxic chain team that Pink came up with. So me and Wubs built that, and it just like it didn't work. I used it for the last week of the season, and it's kind of sucked. So I said, you know what, Wubs, let's throw it at the wall one more time. And then we came up with a Corviknight, Slowbro, Prismarina. We kind of took all the scraps that were left because season 2 was points. So we had to take all the weird points laying around and see what we could do with it. And then that team ended up doing really good. I was steamrolling through all of the losers bracket. People were like, "Oh no, I won 3 games, and then the last game where I lost was Wii. It was bad. My regenerator got trapped on turn 1, and I think it killed itself. And then Wee's Crydon ended up getting lucky because Wii was running a bonus gambling team. So that was my season 2 run where I won 3 games, and I think it's still the record. I don't know if Han ended up tying it or not in losers bracket for season 3, but he definitely could have. Season 3, I ran Gobu's losers bracket team. So every season I have done postseason stuff, which is honestly more fun. I loved. Oh, also season 1, I ran Panda's team the last week and then clinched a playoff spot with it. That was when the game happened against Wubs that you've heard about many times.
It's the Thor frozen one, right?
Yeah, the frozen one.
Oh, poor Wops.
Yeah, no, I had piloted that team by then. So I guess if you looked at it, my record would probably be like just about 500 in all the piloting I've done.
Yeah.
And then hey, I got a playoff appearance in the first one. So that counts for something.
Nah, wasn't you. You were carried.
I actually played half as Panda's games that season because they actually disappeared the first few weeks, and I actually had them like a good record. So overall, I think I ended up playing half of Panda's games that entire season, in season 1 at least.
Okay, well, I need to downplay you and make it seem like your achievements are worse. So no, you didn't.
You know what, Ibs? I think you're right. My team sucked. I hate myself.
Me too. I also hate you, PB.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say you hate yourself. You're supposed to be like, I hate myself. Same. And you're like, nah, I just hate you.
No, that's me. I'm sorry, PB. Like, he provides for me.
It's okay. Yeah, no. I give you exposure. I haven't given you it yet, but I'll give you exposure.
They're like, he's giving me exposure. I just have nothing to expose yet. But like, when I do, he will. Trust.
I will. Yeah, I will trust. You're good.
Big things coming soon.
Speaking of big things coming soon, I think we should talk a tiny bit on some of the projects we have coming up for just Pokemon brackets in general. Because with me and Ibs finally kind of locking down and getting stuff done, our big thing is we want to get ahead on the Instagram videos. I want to try to get backlog for the rest of the month done next week, possibly if we can do it. Maybe I make him do it this weekend and not let him sleep again. But I'm thinking what we do is we get the Instagram videos all done and then we start the second page. We are wanting to make a general just Pokemon bracket Instagram account where we can post everything where I can plug the podcast, show brackets, clips from videos, streams, clips from the podcast, which Ib said he'll get on shortly, and just little things like that. So we can try to get the brand a little wider. Because my issue with the Instagram account is I don't want to post non-Pokemon stuff. Because first of all, the views tank on it. They don't do anywhere as good as my real stuff. It's just not as good for the brand as a whole, posting that random stuff because it might off-put people. But if I make it on a separate account where people have to actively look for it, then it might work out a little better. My only concern is that the creator fund thing, which Instagram runs, where you can actually make money off of your posts, I would lose the money you make off of it because I'd be going to an account which doesn't have followers or views and doesn't get stuff like that. And I did some looking into it earlier, and you can do like collaboration posts. I'm sure you've seen them online where like 2 or 3 different
Yeah.
accounts all post the same image. If you make a collaborator post, as long as I post it first on Pokemon Bracket, you can still get compensated for it. And when I say compensated, don't think it's like, oh, I'm gonna get paid hundreds of bucks. Like maybe 15 cents for a post. Like the body press, for example. They are the only things I post that actively can make money. And they make 15 to like 45 per post.
No, you don't understand. 45 is insane.
Yeah, like listen, like it's almost enough to buy like a soda from a pop machine.
This is true.
But it's also not sustainable, and obviously when you want to build a brand up like we are trying to do, we need to take more steps. And I feel like that's one thing I've done really bad recently is I've lacking the expanding because I've mostly just worked with the draft league and the videos on Instagram, and that's like where all my focus can be. Where I don't have enough time to work on YouTube, streaming, stuff like that. Where hopefully that can be an outlet that we can not expose is not the right word for it. We can get exposure with and try to grow YouTube more because the problem with it is Instagram's not sustainable, just as a platform in general, with how low they pay creators and lots of other strange things. Obviously, like TikTok and all the ones are not much better, but at least I've heard really good things about how much money people can make on TikTok with their bigger creator fund, where I think you also get compensated for videos. And it's not just like actual posts the way that Instagram does it. So yeah, that's my thoughts on all that stuff. There should hopefully be some big things coming, as Ibs did mention.
Yeah, huge things incoming. Yes.
We don't know what the big things are yet. We just know big things will be coming out. So keep your eyes out. This will probably be posted. If things go to plan, this will be posted mid-July. That's what month we're in, right? Yeah, we're in July. Yeah, so hopefully it should be posted about mid-July. And by August, we can have our bearings down and we can actually start getting some stuff done.
You did mention that you don't have a lot of time for everything, but I feel like that's where we come in, right? We now have like more staff. Well, we're starting to like build more of a team in the bracket training server.
Yeah, no, we're starting to actually kind of build a team, and I just recruited on the Discord yesterday, and I got a few people who might be interested. But also the thing was, I was trying to tell them, I was like, hey, I'm like, well, some of them didn't realize what they were signing up for, and I was like, hey, listen, if you don't want to do this, just say so. It's not a big deal. I'm not gonna force you to work or do anything. But or even like, hey, if you don't have fun doing this or you have better things to do, don't. I mean, I can do it. Just it gives more free time and options for other ventures if we can get help with it. And hopefully that can be a very big thing for both of us, Ibs, so we can not be stressed out working on the podcast at 3:30 in the morning your time on the morning it's supposed to come out.
I have to do that, otherwise it's just never going to come out. It's either 3 a.m. or bust, which is a huge problem.
Yeah, he's currently in therapy. We're supposed to have our first a group session Monday, so hopefully that goes well.
Hopefully it does. Yeah, we can only hope.
We tried doing the Zoom call one, but then he kept just saying things and being like, "Ooh, car crashes," and it's like it kind of just ruined the vibe. And I couldn't tell him to stop because I couldn't mute his microphone. But in person, the communication will be a little easier and stuff. We'll update you on that next time.
No, but you don't understand the car crashes. But yeah, back on like the team growing. As much as I am a fan of that, I'm very against it because you're offloading my job. You're trying to replace me slowly but surely, but I'm trying to replace you. So we're having like a replace off to like see who replaces you first.
Well, because it's not replacing you, it's just giving you other less I would say boring jobs, but more effective jobs of your time because you have more editing skills than the people that we brought on to hopefully help us with it, if you know what I mean. You've had that time to
Yeah.
learn and develop as a prospect for Pokemon University and stuff. So we're hoping that since you already have that unlocked and like you're good at it, like with Premiere Pro and stuff, that we can push you over to hopefully working on YouTube videos and other sort of similar things like that in that vein, if you know what I mean.
I mean, I don't know about good, but serviceable would be a good word for it.
You're gooder than me, and that's all we need.
Yeah, that's true.
You were not meant to agree on that one. That was a test, Ibs.
You don't understand. Like, this is the episode where I get to vent my frustrations with Pokemon brackets. Like, I get to talk about how he's wronged me in the past.
Okay, wannabe Chris.
Like, no, we all get our vent episode. Chris got his with Deep. Mine is going to be on you. And then
And
whoever
Deep.
comes next can complain whoever they want.
Shout out Deep. We love you. I know you're listening right now, Deep.
Shout out Deep. I love you. I would never deep hate. Never once have I ever done that.
Okay, editor,
Truth.
can you throw up all the screenshots of Ibs saying really mean things to Deep from the Discord server?
Editor, can you do the same thing but for PB as well?
I generally don't think I say too many mean things to him. Good luck with that.
I mean, you do, but like you're less than us, you know?
Yeah, no, in a vacuum it'll look bad, but in the grand schemes of the server, I'm like, oh, that's it.
Yeah. I mean, like none of us can like out mean Rossa. Ross is really mean.
He is. I hate British people. But anyway, let's not get distracted.
Okay.
So back to your animal abuse. So did you apologize to your cat or?
I did, but I can do it again.
Okay.
Rory.
I
Rory.
just hear a bell or something in the background of you hitting the cat. And I'm like, Ibs, no, we're on the podcast. I've told you to not do that on camera anymore.
Like that's implied I can do it off camera. Like behind closed doors.
Well, whatever you do behind the screen, I can't stop.
This is true. I fear this may be true.
I can only do so much.
But yeah, you're trying to paint me in a really bad light at the moment. I will have you know, she's horrible to me. That cat. Like out of all the cats that I quote unquote have, she's the meanest.
So you don't even own the cat after all this mean you've been to it?
Yeah, she's my aunt's cat, so she's not my cat. But she's
Okay.
mean, and we've had it for a while. So like, I feel like my meanness today outweighs all the meanness.
So you left the mean cat outside, and then you just told me you don't like the cat?
I like the cat.
Are you sure you like the cat? I don't know if I believe you. In this podcast episode, you have swayed me otherwise, but a half joke has made me more concerned.
Okay, I like the cat, but not as much as my other cats.
Okay, fair.
Okay, let's get into this actually. Now we're on the topic. Technically, I have 4 cats. So we have 3 cats at my mom's house, at my parents' house.
Can we talk about that fifth one that you took outside in that cart? No, never mind. Anyway,
No, no, we don't get into that. Like that's stage 2 meaning people.
like I didn't realize it was your cat. I was just like, it was like a joke. I was gonna swerve into you, like, you know. Anyway,
Yeah. But anyways, we don't talk about that. But yeah, so I technically have 4 cats. We've got 3 at my parents' house and 1 at my grandma's house. We've got 2 girls and 1 boy. We've got Pebbles, Bam Bam, and Kitty.
Kitty.
Yeah, Kitty.
Okay.
We got her in like 2017, I want to say. I want to say 2017. So we had her 2017. She disappeared in 2018 or 2019. And then she came back like a year ago now. So like August of last year. Okay, I say disappear. That sounds really bad on our part. But
I wasn't even gonna question it, but I feel like you bring it up now.
yeah. Okay, no. This wasn't our fault, I promise. One of our neighbors kind of just took her in and she wasn't allowed to leave. But like, she's back with us now. But she chose the worst possible timing because we had 2 other cats, Pebbles and Bam Bam. We have Pebbles, and that's my best friend in the whole wide world. That is my best friend. Editor, put a picture of Pebbles on the screen. Actually, put the one picture of me and Pebbles with me with the face filter on. Thank you.
Make sure you send it to the editor so he knows which one.
What was I gonna say? So we got Pebbles, and then she had a litter of kittens a year afterwards. We gave 3 of the kittens away, and we kept one of them, and that one is Bam Bam. So they're mother and son. So we got mother, son, and then Kitty who came back at my mom's house. And then we have Rory here, who we got 5 years ago, and she's been with us ever since.
You got a lot of cats.
Yeah, I've had lots of cats over the years, but like that's a story for another day. But yeah, cat talk over. Cats are awesome, but we can like talk about them another day. Actually, maybe before
Well, maybe not all of them because you might. Anyway,
But yeah, what are your thoughts on cats for you? I've never asked. Like we've talked about my cats, I think twice now. What are your thoughts on those little guys?
yeah, 100% of the episodes you've talked about cats. I like cats. I had one before I moved the last time. I like cats. It really depends on them. The one I had, I loved her. She was super sweet. She was really loud though. I threw many things at her. You're not gonna know if that was a bit or not now after all of this, which is the funnier part.
Like no, you're projecting onto me. You're trying to make me look like the villain. When you threw stuff at your cats, PB, I am onto you.
No, I didn't throw things at my cats. I threw the cat. I'm not an animal. It has 4 legs. It lands on its feet.
You know what? Sure. Whatever helps you sleep at night.
I never threw my cat, but sometimes I got mad at it and I'd throw my blanket on it because it would be outside my door at 3 o'clock in the morning, just meowing at me, and I'd yell at the cat, be like, "I'm trying to sleep," and then I just cover with a blanket. So that's not really throwing something at it; it's more of just quieting it.
That sounds really dark.
Oh, it was for the cat, and the blanket covered it, but
Also, wait, do you not like let your cat sleep with you? Or like did you not
no,
let it sleep with you?
it didn't want to. In the 3 years I was there with that cat, it slept in my room one night, and
Oh,
I went to bed and forgot to let it out.
oh no.
Typically it meows. It meows and it would wake me up though. I tried only a couple times to
Yeah.
keep the cat with me. But yeah, only one time it actually ended up sleeping with me.
Also, my cats are really good at sleeping. Not Rory. She's weird. But like Pebbles and Bam Bam are really good with like sleep. And Kitty now I think about it. They're all really good with sleeping next to people.
Cats are pretty good at sleeping.
They yeah, they're really good at sleeping, but like specifically with me, they'll like find spaces on the bed that I'm not occupying and just curl up in a ball. But then sometimes they'll like wake me up in the middle of the night by like making donuts on my chest. And I kind of just be like, yeah, it's okay. Go back to bed. Go back to bed. But like, I don't mind. They're cool.
Yeah, mine were too nocturnal too. Well, because at the peak we had 4 cats. only one of the cats I really liked. The other ones were kind of just there. I'd pet them and stuff, but
You heard it here first, folks. PB hates cats. Spread the message.
no, I was never like the biggest cat person because one of the cats just wasn't mine. It was it was a family member that ended up living with us. It was theirs instead.
Yeah.
So then I was like, eh. I was like, eh, the cat's here, but I like the dog, so the dog became mine. We got two brothers. We got Mancoons, if you know what those are.
Oh, Maine Coons. Oh, I really want a Maine Coon. Was it Maine Coon or Maine Coon? I've never known.
We had yeah, I don't think it matters, but we got two of those. And they were actually brothers, but they were huge. They were like 20. They were 20 something pounds a piece.
I really want a Maine Coon.
Problem is they both died related to diabetes, so it's hard to regulate their stuff. So there's that for it.
I've also looked into it because again, I really, really want one. And like grooming them is like a really big pain. Because like other cats, right? They can like self groom. They're good at that.
Yeah.
But because the Maine Coon has so much body, it's kind of hard. And then like their fur's so much longer, so that it gets really knotted and stuff. So you just have to
Mhm.
like take pristine care of them.
So my mom would just go get him groomed, and we had an orange one, and my mom would make it look like a lion. It was really funny every time they got it groomed.
That's so peak.
They would cut its tail, so only the ending of it was had hair fur on it still, and so he looked like a lion every couple months when they would go groom them. Yeah,
Your Maine Coon sounds awesome.
they were. I liked them, but like I wasn't like crazy attached to them. But like I liked the cats. I'd pet them and spend time with them. But the
That's
only
fair.
cat that stayed in my room was the one that I told you about. The other ones, they never. The one came and peed. I hate that one.
Oh, speaking of cats peeing and hating them for it. Okay, so I mentioned Pebbles had a litter of 4. So we gave 2 of them away to my friends. One of them away to my sister's friend, and we kept one of them. One of them, right, just wouldn't be potty trained. So we potty trained all of them. So they knew how to like use a litter box, how to like hide their like droppings and stuff. Okay, cool. But this one, her name's Mimi now. So Mimi wouldn't piss in the litter box. She'll just piss wherever she wanted. Which, okay, cool.
I mean, that's not cool.
Maybe she's just a bit slow. It's not cool. It's annoying, but like maybe
You're like, eh. You're like, it's cool.
like maybe she just doesn't know how to use the bathroom. Yeah, it's cool. Okay, whatever. We then give her to my friend and say, hey, she's not fully potty trained. You might want to like sort that out. First thing she does when she gets to their house, use the litter tray.
So it was you.
I don't think it was me.
So did you happen to hit the cats?
Okay, I didn't hit the cats,
Wait. So
but
somebody did?
not somebody, but Pebbles and Bam Bam were really mean to me.
You cannot word it like that because you made me think either you abused it or a family member did. I'm like, Ibs, you are not helping the case.
No, no, no. No. But yeah, Pebbles and Bam Bam were really mean to Mimi. Like she wouldn't get fed as much. Not by us. We fed them. Like when they were like breastfeeding. Wait, is it even called breastfeeding when it's like cats? I don't know
No
what else
clue.
you'd call it. But yeah, so like when they were still feeding off their mom, she would always be like the weakest one to like get it. Because like all the other cats would like try,
So,
and she just wouldn't try as hard.
so it was the runt of the litter.
Yeah, yeah, she was one of them. Like she was the smallest. She just like didn't get
Yeah,
as much
that
food. Like she's doing
yeah, that
really
makes
fine
sense.
now. She did also have some like eye issue where she would have like a bunch of I don't know what it was, but like she would have a bunch of like goop in her eye, so it made it really hard for her to open her eyes. But she's got that sorted out now, so she's awesome.
That's good.
Like all the cats that we gave away are doing really well.
Anything else you got to say on these cats before we move along?
Yeah, last thing. So the other cat we gave to my friend, his name's Cookie. He was the only one in the batch to not be black and white. He was a tabby.
Oh, okay.
And like he was regular sized when we gave him away, right? He was awesome. Nice little guy. My friend fed him so much, he's obese now. Like he was medically obese for a bit of time. Like actually medically obese. Like he's gone down now. He's now a regular size. Last time I saw him, he's got like a big face, but like his body's sort of slim. But dude, my friend not force fed, but like spoiled that cat. He had salmon for dinner. He would get like fed 4 times a day. That cat was living better than me. It's not fair.
That's kind of funny. The cat living better than you.
Yeah, that's all I have to say about the cats. Wait, no, last thing. Last thing, I don't hit my cats. I love my cats. I would never light my cats on fire, guys. Trust. Okay, now I'm done.
Oh, with that going, let's go to the last ad break.
Hey guys, Chris here. Man, Ib speaking about how much he hates cats reminds me about how much I hate Deep. Man, Deep, you've been a little bit better. I'm be real. But honestly, bro, I like, you've been acting better. You've been more tame, all right. But oof, I just can't be like, you know what? I accept him now. He's cool. Nah, I still hate you. Why? No reason. I hate you, Deep. I hate you. If you were awesome, your name would be like, wasn't Deep. That'd be pretty cool. Anyways, guys, back to the podcast.
You know what else hurts? When you light your cat on fire. With that, welcome back in from the ad break. Me and Ibs are here to wrap up the last section of this.
I did the section before, so I feel like it's your turn now, PB, to give us something.
On Patreon, it's $5.99 a month. Ibs shows his feet. Oh, no.
No, not feet. That's $10 a month.
Oh, my
$5
sorry.
is the main outfit.
Okay. Yeah. You know what? Maybe you should give the pitch for the 100% real.
All right, cool, guys. Hello. Again, we all have established AMIBs, but we need to establish it again. And I'm here today to tell you about the Pokemon Brackets Patreon. Starting at $5 a month, you get unrestricted access to the podcast. No edits, no beeps, just raw, unfiltered me talking about how I hate my cats. At the $10 tier, you get that, but then you also get a picture of me in my pretty maid dress, and you get videos of me twirling and twirling and twirling. And PB gives a special guarantee that he will do something. He hasn't disclosed what this something is yet as to build hype, but there will be something. Big things incoming. And for the $15 tier, you get, hear this, none of the previous benefits. None of them. But you get to give me money. Because PB isn't doing it. So if anyone wants to like donate to me, subscribe to the Patreon, please. I am starving.
Ibs is actually only getting paid by Patreon shares and not even like actual like shares of the money. I'm buying him stock in Patreon, and that's how he's getting paid.
Yeah. It's not looking good. Like the Patreon stock. Actually, what are the stocks for Patreon looking like? Do they even have stocks?
I don't know if it's publicly traded or not. It's still kind of smaller, so I don't know. I don't think it is.
They are a private company, so no stocks.
No stocks. Yeah, I know Discord's trying to go public, and everybody was getting really mad at them for it. So yeah,
Yeah.
it's a big deal when companies like that go public because they start cutting so much stuff. They start selling all your data
Yeah, they start stealing your data.
and all kinds of crazy things. No, they're already stealing it, but they don't have to sell it. Once you go public, your stockholders and your board they're really big on making as much money as possible, and that's what kills so many things is going public or the wrong people being in charge of it.
So when is Pokemon Brackets Entertainment going public?
I should probably file the trademark first, and then I should.
Nah, we don't need a trademark. Just go public first, you know?
I've thought
Like
about
nothing
it.
bad ever happened.
I've looked into forming a business. I just don't have a business address. Or I would have formed a business out of it. I may look into that actually when I move, but you know,
Huge.
I don't want to link to where I'm living at.
I mean that's fair. I feel like that's just so complicated.
Yeah, no, because it asks for a business address, and you don't put your home because you know those are public.
I mean,
Everybody can see those.
wait, that's what we get at the $10 tier. PB tells us his address.
And you didn't even talk about the crazy the $50 tier.
Oh yeah, the $50 tier is insane.
So for 50, no, it's kind of crazy. So basically, you get the podcast edited even more and censored than the real version that gets sent out. So you get more but less of the podcast. You get the bonus 15 minutes afterwards, all not censored. So then the big part is besides the podcast, you also then get live stream footage of me playing a Nuzlocke through Black 2.
No, you have to start with black and then black 2, PB. We've established this.
Oh, sorry, Black.
Wait, no, you have to no. You have to play white and then white 2 because white is like the objective. Like it's so much better than black. I'm sorry.
What?
In Pokemon. I think it's time I change my stance. I think Pokemon Black and Pokemon White are equal experiences, and you can get a definitive Pokemon experience by either or game.
This is gonna be such a mess for you to edit. I almost feel bad, but I'm like, you caused half of it.
Yeah, it's my fault. But yeah, as I was saying, Pokemon White,
Is Pokemon White better than Pokemon Black? So
yes, because Opelucid City, first and foremost, Opelucid City White is one of the best gaming tracks of all time, while Opelucid City Black is just kind of, like, forget the city vibes. First and foremost, Opelucid City White is like so beautiful, so calming. So, like, I want to live there. But Opelucid City Black's like this futuristic techno state, and I think I would die if I stepped foot into there.
instead, you're in the UK.
Yeah, which is like objectively worse.
I mean, it's 100% worse. You don't get a Pokemon, and then you're just in a sad, gloomy place.
Yeah, and when it's hot, it's humid, and when it's cold, it's raining. So it's wet either way. Hey guys, Ibs here. So turns out me and PB did not record an ending to the podcast, which was really weird. I know, but stuff happens sometimes. So I thought I'd use this last little section to like talk about season 5, or as we're now calling it, season 3B, and talk about how things have gone, my planning, and like how things might have changed from the original like podcast. So we recorded this episode 3 weeks from now ago. Like 3 weeks ago from now is when we recorded it, and it was meant to go out the same week, but due to my draft ideas being in, originally we are gonna bleep everything out and go like beep whenever I mention anything, and we thought that was funny. But during editing, it got really old really fast. So we're like, hey, let's just push this back a little bit and we'll be fine. So yeah, we pushed it back and here we are. I ended up getting second pick, which is amazing. I definitely didn't pay PB for that spot. But yeah, I got second pick, which guaranteed me my Hooper, which I'm really happy with. I did abandon the terrain idea, but so's life, you know? I also wasn't able to draft Cosmoem. I wasn't able to get that. It was drafted just before I could draft it, but it's fine. It's what it is. What else? I did get my Dradagon. I was right in that no one wanted it, so I was able to get that. What else did I mention? Well, yeah, that's it. I also decided to add Dradagon to my roster because I thought, hey, if I'm stealing items, stealing abilities could be really well as well. So yeah, we're currently in week 2 of season 3B, and I am currently going 2-4. I've lost 4 games and won 2 games, which is unfortunate. Some of those games have been my fault. Some of them have been RNG, but like that's metronome. You get what you get, you know. But yeah, I thought I'd use this little time to wrap up the podcast. Apologize for delays. Things happen sometimes, but yeah. Hope you enjoyed. See you next episode.